Yes guys, how's it going? Welcome back to a new video. Hope you guys all had a great week or looking forward to the weekend. Got the chance to enjoy some of the sunny weather today. It's been so hot. I had to go out and get a haircut and shave my beard off. I look like a different person now, but it had to be done. It's boiling now, sitting here this evening doing this video, although I think it is meant to rain this weekend. But we are not here to talk about the weather or my haircut. We are here to talk about Newcastle United. There's been quite a lot of reports coming out of today, including one being that the new owners, Murdad Gudusi, actually commented back to a fan on Twitter with regards to transfers. So we'll get onto that later on. And I will say, I hadn't planned on doing a video this evening, so this isn't edited. This is just me talking to you guys through a camera. So let me know your comments down below on everything discussed in today's video. And I will say, for those of you who prefer a more finished, edited video, I do have some big videos planned for next week. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Notifications on. Do not miss any future videos. So today, the conversation is mostly going to revolve around transfers. Again, Murdad commenting on Twitter, Pete Greaves, the Sky Sports reporter, posted on Twitter as well about this, and we will get onto that with a bit more of an overview, but just to generally give a bit of context. Obviously the two main links are Ekitike and Botman, and again, I know some people are a bit fed up about talking about Ekitike in particular, so if that's you, I feel no offence if you want to turn off, but that is going to be the most of the conversation today. So, and again, I won't really talk about Sven Botman because his position hasn't really changed. The Ekitike one. So basically what's been happening today is one of the big French outlets this morning came out and basically said, and this is why things are a bit crazy at the moment, because the reports this morning completely changed by the ones this afternoon, which does to a degree show who really knows what the hell's going on. I don't know. But again, you know, Murdad commented, so maybe we can read a little bit into that later. So the reports this morning were from a big French outlet, basically saying that Ekitike is stalling the Newcastle deal because there has been interest from Paris Saint-Germain, PSG. Now again, that has all been trashed this afternoon by Sky, but just to go into that a little bit more, I mean, he's a 19-year-old French kid whose birthday is on Monday when he turns 20, so he won't be a teenager for much longer. He's a young French lad who's potentially getting offered the chance to go to play alongside Messi for the best team in France. So I can probably understand why he might want to take a little bit longer. Obviously, for us Newcastle fans, that's really not what we want when we've been trying to chase this guy down since January. But I am going to put no blame on him if he did want to take a second look at maybe someone else offering a deal. Now, obviously for us, it's hugely frustrating because we just kind of want these early deals done. You talk about Eddie Howe, as said himself in previous interviews, and I've no doubt has spoken about this with Dan Ashworth. And I do think that's why there has been quite a lot going on for Newcastle so early in the window, because really it only opened a week ago today. You know, and you could as well. I know I'm flying around a little bit with this conversation. You could even look to the point where really it's only been a week, and the only deals that have actually been done in the Premier League are Haaland, which I think had been going on in the background for ages. I mean, Matty Targett was done, although he was obviously on loan with us anyway. You can look at the Núñez one for Liverpool. I mean, really, there's not that much happened yet across the whole of the Premier League. And yes, we want things done quickly, but I don't think we're that far behind. And we do know deals are going to go through this summer. But Eddie Howe obviously has said a number of times that he wants ideally to get deals done very quickly, because he wants ideally to have that core squad before we enter pre-season. Now, again, Ekitike has only just finished his under-20s tournament with France and has gone on holiday. They wanted to get the deal done before he went away. They weren't able to do so. That is why things feel like they are kind of dragging on a little bit. But again, we'll get onto it later. It has only actually been a week of the window so far. So, and then, as I say, those reports regarding PSG seemingly were trashed this afternoon by Sky Sports, who then came out and said that they believe Newcastle are actually very, very close to getting this done, and it could be next week when he signs the deal. So I'm hoping that Sky Sports are the ones who are right, obviously. But you know, it is going to take a little bit of time, and this kind of trying to open the conversation up a little bit more. We'll come on to Mehrdad Ghodoussy's comments on Twitter, where Newcastle fans are obviously on social media, on Twitter, on Instagram, talking to each other about transfers, trying to get the latest updates. Then you've got the owners who are on social media as well. Again, that's one of the things that I think a lot of Newcastle fans, or certainly what I like, is how open and honest they are. We had 14 years of silence, and now, complete opposite, you've got Mehrdad tweeting people on Twitter. Well, you know, it's mad, it's great, but, and this isn't really the point of the video, but I think there is a bit of a line of how much you can really ask the new owners, and I don't think badgering them, asking why we've signed nobody yet, is really going to help, to be honest. But what it did do was get a response from Mehrdad, and his response was, patience is a virtue. Then you also had Pete Greaves from Sky commenting, relax. And again, it just shows, you know, that I think him saying we all know Newcastle are going to make signings this window. Again, it's frustrating, and I do get it when we've been linked with a player since January. The reports are coming out daily that we're getting closer and closer to signing this player, and you're waking up every day going, or you're looking at Twitter every day going, have we done it yet? Is this going to happen now? And I understand that there is frustration there, and I get that. But on the complete opposite side, we went through transfer windows where literally nothing happened at all. You may as well have just turned your phone off and waited for the start of the new season, because nothing was going to happen. You know, I get why it is frustrating, because it's the kind of thing where the goalposts keep moving. It's going to happen. It's going to happen this week. It's going to happen next week. You know, again, going back to the fact that we've only really been in the window for 7 days, and that we are going to make signings. This is going to happen, and it's exciting to get involved and talk about it. And again, I'm absolutely loving it, because again, there was nothing happening in previous windows. So to just sit here now and talk about this with you guys, it's fun. It's good. It's exciting, and I think we will make signings. And I think Mehrdad has come out and given a fantastic response, to be honest. Patience is a virtue. Is he talking about the Ekitike deal specifically? Maybe that could be very close. And again, reported by Sky this afternoon, it is getting very close. But he didn't have to reply to that. And if he knew full well we weren't going to sign anyone, then he wouldn't reply. Patience is a virtue is basically saying, if you wait, you'll get it. If you wait, you will get it. And whether that will be Ekitike specifically or transfers in general. And I think it's the transfers in general. What I will say, however, is although we are only a week into the window, we don't want to be talking about Ekitike still in a month's time. It either is happening or it's not. And we, again, have seen the owners reportedly tell Lille that is their final offer for Botman, and they can take it or leave it. And again, I would not be surprised if they've put a time limit on that. You need to let us know by X date whether this is going to happen. Again, I saw a poll on Twitter of asking fans whether we are better off waiting for Botman or looking somewhere else. Now, that poll was pretty 50-50. And I can see why, because Botman is a very good player, but at the same time, how long do you wait? And although I've said we have a full window, there's no big rush, there is no point pursuing a player who doesn't want to come here. But again, it sounds like that things around the Ekitike one are kind of finally coming to a head, and I hope that's true. Let me know your thoughts down below on the comments made by Mehrdad. I just think that, and to be honest, this video hasn't really necessarily gone the way I thought it would, to be honest. It was mostly going to be about news, but instead I feel like it's become a bit of a philosophical Friday, where we've given a bit of an overview of what's happened so far in the transfer window, which is, we brought Matty Target in, but generally there's a lot of talk, and I do get it that people are getting quite agitated that, again, we have been linked with Botman and Ekitike since January. So it is quite frustrating that we're still waiting on these daily updates that appear to be right then wrong, and it's backwards, it's forwards. Again, this morning, a report this morning that said he definitely wasn't coming, a report this afternoon that said he definitely was. And again, it just shows how much people actually know. And again, I think really, as fun as it is to come out and talk about transfers, look at players, obviously talking about where we could strengthen. Striker, centre-back, right wing for me is a very big one, so I can't wait to see who we can potentially bring in as a winger this transfer window. And that's the thing, it is exciting, but ultimately it's waiting for them to hold up that shirt out in front of St James's Park or inside St James's Park by the pitch. And we will have to wait and see what happens next. Alright guys, thanks for watching. As always, drop a like. Let me know your thoughts down below on... I think the big question of today's video, coming out of the end of it, is more to do with... We are going to make signings. So do you feel the pressure right now? Do you feel the pressure of... We need to get Ekitike done next week. We need for Sven Botman to have a decision next week. I mean, that would be great. And again, I don't think we should allow these transfers to drag on forever. But, as Murdad says, patience is a virtue, and I do fully think we will bring in signings this summer. So although it could be frustrating at times, we will get there. I'm very confident of that. Alright guys, thanks for watching as always. Enjoy your weekend. More videos out this weekend and videos starting next week as well. I've got hopefully some good ones planned. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you later.